Welcome. So, in a very good session today, we are talking about Saturn, planet Saturn, and it's a very interesting story and one of my favorite planets because see, Saturn is something which is highly misconceptualized in this world. Okay, people hate Saturn for anything like that. Okay, I don't know why people hate Saturn like this, but it's just because your own karmas and your own deeds are not good. That is why you hate Saturn. Okay. In reverse, Mars is even bad. Mars is worst, but nobody hates Mars. Okay. If you read the Navgraha, you can understand it. Mars is literally like worst, and Saturn is literally like best. The problem with Saturn and you people are, I'm not saying you people, but most of the crowd is, it's a hard time following Saturn's rule. Okay? Because if you have to follow the rules and regulations of Saturn, you think life is too boring, life is too serious. Okay, it's a very hard job to obey everything and then walk a path. Okay, in this Rahu Kal it is very difficult. But no, it is quite opposite. It is not. It is your own desires that is creating afflictions. Okay, if you see the directional strength, okay, Saturn comes into the lower trikona. Okay, the Kam Sthan. Okay, so in the Kam Sthan, why is Saturn placed in the Patal Lok? So basically there is some reason. See, Jupiter is placed in the Above Sthan because Jupiter cleans or manages the Brahma. Over here, it is the Saturn's job to manage everything. Okay, and if the manager is giving you a bad result, see, why would a manager give you a bad result? Okay, why would a manager harass you? It is just because you are not doing the right job. You are not doing the correct job. That is why the manager is going to punish you. Otherwise, why would the manager punish you? Saturn is a manager. Okay, Saturn is not the leader, but he is managing the Patal Lok. Okay, so I have read some different stories also. Okay, so see Greek mythology. Okay, so over there also there is Hades. Okay, if you see, people hate Hades. Okay, in the Satanic ritual in the West, somebody considers Saturn as Saturn. Okay, and everybody like fears Hades and Saturn, and I don't know why. They are just managers of this Patal Lok. If you are suffering because of them, it is because of your own inactions. Okay, they are over here to punish people who are not following the rules and regulations rightly. Okay, so why Saturn over here? Why are Saturn people over here? Okay, let's see our Prime Minister of India, Narendra Modi. He has Saturn in 11th house. Okay, his Saturn is very good and he is the Prime Minister. So isn't Saturn rewarding? Okay, and see what he is doing. What did Narendra Modi do? He is punishing people who are grabbing a hold of money, keeping it inside their pockets, okay, and not respecting the lower castes or lower people. Okay, so yes, Saturn will make you a punisher, but the world deserves a punisher. Okay, without a good punisher, the world is not going to work nicely. Okay, neither of these people are going to work without a good punisher. Okay, so the job of Saturn is to punish people or reward them. Now, if you are getting punishment, it's because of your own deeds. I am getting rewards, so I like Saturn very much. Getting it? So people who are getting rewards like Saturn very much. But there is a mass amount of people in the world who are doing more inactions, and there is a small group of people in the world who are doing actions. Okay, so that is why a mass people in the world dislike Saturn, because dude, you are doing wrong things, that is why you are suffering. The good people are not suffering due to Saturn, and just because of these mass people, they put this thing inside the head of those other people that Saturn is bad, Saturn is this, Saturn is that. So they also don't worship Saturn, and now they are away from the rewards, they are getting it. Okay, so good people should always worship Saturn. Saturn is going to block all the bad people from your life. It is going to destroy everyone who is going to come near you. Okay, like anything, nobody is going to stop. Neither Shiv, neither Vishnu, neither Brahma. Okay, the opposite person will keep on praying to every god, and still nobody is going to help him. If Saturn likes you and someone is damaging you, your family, creating obstacles, hurdles, okay, somebody who is your hidden enemies, Saturn is going to destroy you, and no other god or goddess is going to protect you. Okay, protect them. Okay, nobody in the world. Okay, so there is also one story linked towards it. No matter whatever the planet or whatever god, whatever deity they keep on doing stronger, whatever mantra they do, whatever the tantric rituals they do, whatever bad things, whatever they can have. Okay, no matter whatever they do powerful, Saturn is not going to leave them. If you are a good person and Saturn has decided to give you blessing, and you are worshipping Saturn, okay, no matter the opposite person is worshipping Vishnu, Shiv, or any deity, nothing can lower down the sufferings of that person. Nothing. But it is you who need to be pure. If you are not pure, okay, then Saturn is not going to help you. But if you are pure, then no entity in this world, neither Kali, can protect you from Saturn. Okay. No entity. I am literally saying no entity. Because in Skanda Puran, there is also a story about Saturn. Okay. So now coming towards the stories of Saturn, I had to clarify all these things. Okay. Because people are like, they don't understand the value of Saturn. So, see, the story of Saturn goes by that, as we all know, I talked about Sun in the first video. Okay. So, in the story of Sun has a wife, Samagya, and after the wife couldn't handle the heat of the sun, okay, she was like, I can't handle this man, okay, he's so hot and he doesn't stop. So she went into samadhi, and she wanted to get rid of all these things. Okay, she was totally satisfied, and now she just wanted to live somewhere else without all kinds of these things in her life. Okay, no burden of children, no burden of this, all the interactions and everything. Okay, so she went to samadhi. Okay, and she left her chaya, okay, a shadow of her, with the sun, so that nobody would know that she has gone away. And now sun has this two children with their chaya. Okay, who was the shadow of Samagya? Okay, and one was Shani, and another was somebody else, and I what was the name? One was Shani and another was something from Asal. I'll write in the comment zone. But the one was Shani. Okay. So what happened is, now as soon as Shani was born, Samagya was a devotee of Vishnu, but Chaya was the devotee of Shiva. Okay, so when Shani was inside the womb of Chaya, Chaya prayed to Lord Shiva, and she was like doing all the fast and everything, and that is why Shani in the womb didn't get all the vitamin C and everything. So he, when the Shani came out, okay, when he was born, he was dark in complexion. Okay, and looking at the complexion, son thought that this is not my child. Okay, but he didn't knew that Chaya was the image of Samudra. He didn't know the story. He also didn't know that Chaya did all this fasting thing, and just because of all this fasting thing, Shani didn't get all the nutrition, and when he was born, he was black. Okay, so as soon as the Shani was born, it was Amavasya, and because sun didn't like it, okay, sun didn't like the complexion of the child, okay, so there was eclipse. Okay, that is why Shani Jayanti is Amavasya. And also when the Shani was born, there was an eclipse to the sun. Okay, so now this indicates that there is something that sun doesn't like. Okay, so as soon as Shani got younger, okay, an adult, there was a time when he used to think that why is my father so biased with me, because he didn't used to treat him well. Okay, and he also started doubting Chaya that he was someone else's son. Okay, and he didn't respect his wife. Okay, he started doing all this negative thing to his wife. Okay, and the mother of Shani. So Shani couldn't bear this, that his father is not treating his mother right. He couldn't bear it. And it is said that whoever Shani looks with whatever kind of eyes on him, okay, the person gets the blessings or curses. Okay, if Shani looks with a very bad eye, okay, so the power from the eye goes, and it gets a curse. Okay, with bad look. Okay, that's why we say that Shani's nazar is very powerful. Okay, it's the eyesight of Saturn that is doing everything. Okay, if Shani watches you with a bad eye, you are in trouble. You are definitely in trouble. Okay, nobody can save you when a Saturnian person or Shani itself watches you with a bad eye, watches you with what you say, discontent, rage, anger. Okay, because see, the basic tendency of Saturn is that he is pure from inside. Right? So now, the people having very good Saturn are pure from inside. Now, if those people watch you with a very bad eye, okay, so their energy is going to affect you. Okay, directly. Okay, if they don't like you and they watch towards you with that gaze, okay, and that gaze is not right, okay, your life is definitely going to have that bad thing coming onto you, okay, and no other god's energy is going to protect you, because that person is clean. You hurted that person, that is why bad things are going to come to you because of that nazar. It is also said that when Sun was mistreating the mother of Saturn, Chaya, at that time, Saturn looked at the eyes. Saturn looked at the legs of the sun, and the legs of the sun got injured. Okay. Or there was some story behind that at that time Saturn looked at that part of the body, and that part of the body of sun also get injured. Okay. So look, even sun couldn't be spared. So Saturn basically is the person who is righteous in nature. Okay. And that person becomes a nimit. A nimit means a mediator of things that are going to happen to you. Okay. If that person is looking at you with a good eye, okay, your life will change because of that good energy. If that person is looking at you with a bad eye, your life is going to get into blunders. Okay. So the another story behind this was, so when the the son was disrespecting the mother, that is Chaya, Saturn looked at him and he also had to suffer. Right? After that, let's again talk about the Skanda Puran. Okay, there is Skanda Puran. In Skanda Puran also there is the story of Saturn. Okay, how Saturn was born. And as soon as the Saturn was born, and he was getting younger and adult. Okay, he saw all these things that in also Devlok, Indra is doing all these bad things. All the Devtas are also doing these bad things. Okay, because they also cheat in war just to maintain the necessity. Okay, they are cheating in war, and all these things are happening very cunningly. Okay, and he couldn't bear. See, Saturn can't bear wrong things. Saturn is truth. Okay, so Saturn cannot bear any wrong things. Okay, even though those wrong things can give benefits, boons, blessing, even though that wrong thing is necessary. That is why even when Vishnu was cursed by Tulsi, Saturn had to make that curse alive in the birth of Ram. Okay, see, neither Narayan was spared. How come you and me are spared? Okay, nobody is spared. No Deva, nobody. Okay, so it is said that when he was getting younger, he saw all these things. Okay, and this blunders was like he couldn't resist that. This is very wrong thing. Why are you guys doing all these things? Okay, you are doing all the wrong things to win the war, and this is not fair. Okay, so he tried to capture all the things. Okay, he tried to capture the Indralok, he tried to capture the Swarglok. Okay, he captured all the Devas, right? Agni Dev, Vayu Dev, everyone. That is why if you see Saturn in Dhanish Nakshatra has the Lord 8 Vasus. Okay, he captured all 8 Vasus. Can you imagine it? He captured all 8 Vasus just because they were wrong. They took the side of Indra in war. Okay, they did something wrong. So he has that ability to capture anything because of the strength of his righteousness and because of the strength of his truth. Okay, so we say that there is nothing more powerful in this world than truth and righteousness. Okay, that's why Saturn is the judge. He has given that, he was given that work to bring balance in the earth, to make sure and punish everyone who is doing wrong thing over here. Okay, so that is why Saturn is a punisher. So what happened is he was given all these tasks, not tasks, but he couldn't face this. Okay, this Devtas doing all the wrong things and Brihaspati is also supporting them. Okay, that is why also Saturn is not good with Brihaspati, because he also saw that being the Dev Guru, you are supporting Indra like this. This is not at all bloody fair. Okay, so he was like terrified that this is not wrong. This is very wrong. Okay, yay, joyous thing. Okay. So what happened is, after that all the Devtas went to Brahma, and Brahma said that okay, he is born in this way. So Brahma went to Suryadev. He said that control your son. This is not how he should act. Okay, and Suryadev said, see, he is born with all these powers. He is born with the power of truth. Okay, he even looked at me while I was shouting at Chaya, and even I got cursed. Okay, and if he looks at you, even you are going to get cursed. And this power is given to him by nature. Okay, nobody can stop him. Okay, this is the power of truth. And Brahmadev was also shocked, and he was like, oh my God. So both of them went to Narayan. And Narayan saw all these things, and Narayan is something like who analyzes very quickly. Okay, he is also Mercury. So his spontaneous brain also said that this person, is made this way by nature. Okay, so nature has given him this power and authority, and neither can we, neither can all the devas, and nor can any god can challenge him. Okay, so Narayan also went, okay, see, this is not my task, I can't do anything in this. Okay, so now Brahma and Narayan both came to Shiva and asked Shiva that what can we do. Then it was Shiva who came with that idea, okay, that okay, we'll find a middle way, because see, Shiva is never about authority. Shiva is also about justice and equality. That is why he supports the Asuras. Vishnu never supports Asuras. He is very biased. So what happened is, now Shiva said, okay, let's give him equality in nature. Okay, so as soon as Shiva called Shani came there, okay, and he kept his eyes closed, because Shiva is very pure from heart. Okay, Shiva is not at all corrupted. Shiva is the only god who is not corrupted. He just takes the side of Vishnu because he knows the perspective of Vishnu is right at the situation he is there. The perspective of Vishnu is right at the situation he is there. That doesn't mean he is right. He takes the decisions at situations and perspective the way they are needed to be taken. Okay. But Shiva is always above these situations and fruits and results and everything, because he has already left these things. Okay, left the world, whatever happens in his life. Okay, he is always above these things. Okay, so he is pure. So when Saturn came with closed eyes. Okay, he said that I can't look at you because you are pure. Okay, and even if I look at you, there would not be any bad drishti. Okay, because once Saturn's bad drishti also had to be suffered by goddess Parvati. Okay, so how can we be spared? Even goddess Parvati couldn't resist that eyes of Saturn. Okay, so whoever is selfish, whoever thinks something about yourself, okay, everything is being noted in the diary of Saturn. Okay, and Saturn is going to give you result. Getting it? So what happened? Then Shiva said that, look, please don't control this Trilok, because in order to work with this nature, okay, in order to work with nature, we need to do good and bad things. Right? And it is also said, that after that Shiva gave many boons. Okay. First he said that your color will be blue. Okay, you will become blue. Second, he would be walking very slow. Okay, that is why Saturn Dasha is very big and he is the slowest planet. Okay, so if he decides to give you blessings will come in bulk. If he decides to give you curses are going to come in bulk. Okay. Then he also said that you would have a specific sthan, okay, where nobody can reach you. Okay, you will be Ajay. Whoever prays to you, whoever worships you and purifies his karma, actions and follows the path of Saturn, that is truth, righteousness, selflessness, okay, working for others, not thinking about yourself, thinking about the world, thinking about how to, thinking about others more than thinking about yourself. Okay, whoever follows all your rules, whoever has a pure Saturn will be Ajay. Okay, nobody is going to defeat them. Nobody in this entire universe, no entity, no Deva, no Yaksh, no Danav, no Asur, nobody is going to defeat them. Okay, nobody. And if they chant your name, okay, or whatever their obstacles are always going to get destroyed. Okay, even then enemies are going to destroy. with a single eyesight. If they see a person with that bad emotions inside them, okay, the person is going to suffer. Okay, so nobody is going to stop them if the person is going to follow Saturn's rule. So there are many such blessings that Shiva gave. Okay, so if you see, Saturn and Moon causes a Vishyo, but if you see it clearly, the Vishyo is not as bad as any other yogas. Right? The Vishyo is the accumulation of your bad energy, which is going to get purified later. So this was the Saturn basically. Moving on forward, there are still many things. Next, there is a story of. There is one more story that we also saw in the Mangal Dev's video, that Shani wanted to marry Damini because he loved her very much. Okay. At that time, at the same time, Mangal tried to destroy that marriage. Okay, but because of the love and dual two-sided love, the marriage was sustained. Okay. So if your Saturn is very good and you have these partners or what you say spouse or anyone in your life who is not respecting your love, okay, they would definitely be punished or you guys would be separated. Take it in return, and it is always good for you because your Saturn is very good. The nature is not allowing a bad person to settle with you. The nature is about to find a person with same intensity of love and purity for you, and then he is going to serve you that. Okay, so it is going to come either after the Mangal Dasha and Saturn Dasha, or the person is going to come after the Saturn Dasha. Okay, that is either from 28 to 34 in your life or after 34 in your life. Okay, and Skanda Puran also says one thing, that Lord Shiva said that if Saturn is sitting in the 3rd house, 6th house or 9th house, okay, if Shani Dev is sitting in these 3 houses, then he is going to be very good at giving you a very good blessing in your life. Then he will not curse you and make your life difficult. Okay. So Lord Shiva also gave this blessing. Okay. That if Saturn is placed in the 3rd house, 6th house or 9th house, then after the Mars Dasha is gone, okay, you will be filled with the blessings of Saturn. Okay. But if Saturn is placed in the 4th house, 10th house, 7th house, 6th house, 8th house, okay, 1st house, then your life will be filled with all these troubles. Right? And I am going to give this disclaimer to you that please follow a very good astrology software or follow a Jyotish, follow a good astrologer, okay, in order to find the right placement of your Saturn. Because Saturn is what you think about him. Okay, he's not, see, Saturn is what you think about him. It's like if your Saturn is good and you are thinking that, oh my God, Saturn is very bad and he's always giving me bad things and he's always giving me bad stuff in my life, okay, then you are not going to get all the blessings of Saturn. Okay, you would be able to get all the blessings of Saturn when you obviously perceive him the right way. Like if your Saturn is good and you don't know anything and you just follow someone else and that person has told you that your Saturn is bad. Okay, so you are continuously thinking, oh my God, my Saturn is very bad, my Saturn is punishing me, this and that. Saturn is not going to give you good result, even though he has came to give you blessings, because you are only perceiving things in a bad way. Okay, so it is very much important that you take a good counseling from a good astrologer if you are thinking about Saturn, because if it has came to you to give you blessings, and if you close the door, then oh my God, my punishment has come, my punishment has came. Okay, and if you shut the door, how come you take the blessings? Your blessings will go away. Okay, so it is very much important to open the doors for Saturn, because see, even if it's your punishment, and if you don't accept your punishment, it is going to come back again and again and again and again. It is going to come back again in the next life and keep on coming back. So the good way is open the door for Saturn, take the punishment, suffer the punishment. If you can't suffer the punishment in this life, suffer the punishment in the next life. Okay, and if Saturn has came with blessings, open the door, take the packet. Okay, then open it, see the box, open the gift wrap, and see whether it's a punishment or whether it's a blessing. Because see, there are a lot of softwares which are giving a bad indication. Okay, if there is a slight change in the degrees, you'll be shown a different charts. Okay, and now you will perceive good things as bad things, and you will suffer. And this is my personal experience. Okay, I have this 2 to 3 applications in my phone, 2 to 3 softwares in my laptop. Okay, and my Saturn is exactly around 29 degrees something minutes. Okay, now if everybody knows that after 30 minutes there is a change in the Rashi, in the house, 30 degrees, sorry. My Saturn is at 29 degrees something minutes, and after certain degrees there is a change. Okay, so if the apps and softwares are not accurate enough, if you are using that Nubi software that comes in your Google Play Store with the suffix Sage, I won't say the name, then it is going to give you irradical result. Okay, it is not showing you minute perceptions. Okay, see what will happen is, if it is in your third house at the last pada, it means your Saturn is very well placed at a very higher state. Okay, and with the slightest miscalculation, if the application is showing you that it is in the 4th house but first pada, then it will fall on the lowest place of 4th house. Getting my point? See, this is the house. Okay, let's take 3 of them. Okay, now this is the house. Let's see it this way. Okay, this is the house. Now this is the 3rd house and this is the 4th house. Okay, so this is where the 3rd house starts, this is where the 3rd house ends. Okay, this is where the 3rd house starts, this is where the 3rd house ends, this is where the 4th house starts, and this is where the 4th house ends. Okay, so if your Saturn is placed over here, okay, exactly over here, before the starting of the 4th house, it means it is placed on the highest position of the 3rd house. The 3rd house starts from here, ends over here, and your Saturn is at the highest position of your 3rd house. But if the astrology app is showing a slight miscalculation, your Saturn will go into the 4th house And if you see clearly, this is the lowest position of the 4th house. Okay. Highest position of 4th house will be over here. This is the lowest position. From here the 4th house starts. Okay. So if your Saturn is over here in the 3rd house at its highest position, but because of miscalculation, if applications are showing it over here at the beginning of 4th house, your fate will be drastically changed. Because at the end of the 3rd house, Saturn gives tremendous blessings. Okay. And at the beginning of the 4th house, Saturn gives tremendous pain. Understand? So this is my personal suffering, and that is why I am advising that please don't use any of those softwares which you are yourself not sure about. And if you are learning astrology, please try to calculate houses and planets from the degree itself. Okay, don't rely on softwares. Do calculation with hands. Only then you can know it precisely. Okay, even when you are calculating divisional charts. Okay, this is my own suffering. That's why I am telling you. Okay, so like my Saturn is in the similar way. My Saturn was like I have lived around 2 years in that Brahm or illusion that my Saturn is in the 4th house. Okay, 4th house, first pada. So what happens is, I will always try to stay away from Saturn. And whenever Saturn is coming to me to give me some blessings, I will shut the door, thinking that, oh my God, my Saturn is very bad, I have to stay away. But actually, my Saturn was very good in the third house last pada. So now whenever Saturn comes, I open the door and I get all the blessings I wanted. Okay, so please don't use this newbie softwares. Okay, go to a very good astrologer. If not, use paid softwares and those softwares which are like reliable. Okay, otherwise just calculate it with your hand, because see, Saturn is what you perceive. So if you see astrology wrongly, okay, and this is how we make blunders. Right. So even nowadays, see, just like I said in my chart, at this position there was a mistake. Similarly, if Saturn was in 11th, at the highest peak, and some software does miscalculation and shows it in the lowest point of 12th house, again a drastic fall. You will think, oh, I should run away from Saturn. Whereas Saturn in 11th house is doing very good things. Okay. But then you again have to compare it with the strength of nakshatras. But Saturn is good in the 3rd house, 9th house and 11th house. Right. So where were we? Yes, Shiva gave this blessing. Okay, that in these 3 houses, Saturn is giving good result. Apart in the 2 houses, Saturn will give moderate results, and all other houses, Saturn is going to give bad result. Because all the other houses is something which is not connected to the self. It is connected to giving things. Okay, and if you think about the self, Saturn is going to punish you. Look, Saturn is only going to reward you whenever you be selfless in nature, whenever you be kind. Okay, that is why Mars always cancels Saturn, Saturn cancels Mars, because Mars is the warrior. He always thinks about himself. You saw the story of Mars. Okay, so Mars is exactly a very very rageful and very bad planet, but it is depicted very good in astrology. I don't know why. I know I don't want to condemn things over here. I don't want to speak things that would create troubles. But this is the reality. Okay. Because a good Saturn can give you a massive success, drastic success. Just like I told you, Narendra Modi, he is a very good Saturn. Shri Ravi Shankar, he also has a very good Saturn. Right? But Saturn is also the slowest planet. Okay, very, very slow planet. He will be very slowest of all. But when you pass the stage of Saturn, then you get things in bulk. It is taking you slowly and slowly so that you can sustain what you get. Okay, he would slowly and slowly give you all the experiences, and then you would know everything about it, and then you are going to get result. Okay, just like if Saturn is in third house, what is the 12th house from the third house? It is the second house, Lakshmi Stana. Okay, so for such individuals, they would always be struggling to get Lakshmi and get money till the age of when the Saturn dies or Saturn goes away. Okay, that's 34. Okay, so till 34, the person is going to struggle with money, and struggle means they have to work too hard for money. Okay, because Lakshmi is 12th house from third house. Okay, so person has to do a very, very hard work to attain money, until and unless there is no benefic planets or Raj Yogs happening over there. So after 34, they have learned all the lessons of Saturn, and then money is going to flow like blessings. Okay, and there is a bulk and bulk of money over there. Why? Because Saturn has taught you all the lessons from third house to 12th house from itself. That is the Lakshmi Stana. Okay, and after 30s and 33s, you are clearing and knowing everything, and now Lakshmi is awarded to you. Okay, similarly, in 9th house, in 8th house. 8th house is also good for Saturn. But if Saturn is in 8th house, what is the 12th house from 8th house? It is 7th house, that is of marriage. For such person, marriages will be very late, because Saturn is going to teach you each and everything from 8th house, 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. And after you have learned everything in the first 24 years, after that you will get into marriage. Okay. Say 11th house, Narendra Modi. Saturn is going to teach you everything from number 12, that is spirituality, religion, charity. Number 12 to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. What is the 12th house from 11th house? 10th house of fame. Okay. So when did he got fame? Late in life. But how much fame he got? How much fame he got? Okay. So if your Saturn is in 11th house, you will get a massive fame, but in the later stages of life, in around 40s. Okay. If it is in your 8th house, you will marry very late in life. Okay. But you will be having the best marriage life ever. If it is in your third house, you would be having you would be taking around 34, 35 to gain a stable career and everything. But when it comes after the Purusharth and hard work of Saturn has ended, the money is going to flow like bulk. Okay. So Saturn is delays. Why? Because it is the slowest planet of all. Because it is the farthest. But whatever it gives in bulk. Okay. Saturn is delays. Saturn is being slow. Saturn is being truthful. Saturn is also darkness. Because until you learn darkness, there is no meaning of light. So that is why Saturn is teaching you darkness till 34 years of age. And after that, he is giving you light. Okay. If you see the 5th house from Saturn is what you always have to give or do service in life. Okay. See where your Saturn is placed and calculate number 5 from it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And wherever the 5th house comes, that is what service you have to give to people. After giving that service, only then Saturn is going to bless you. Okay, 5th house from your placement of Saturn. Then Saturn is also gold. Some people say Saturn is silver and they should wear Neelam in silver. No, I don't think so. Do you need silver medals or do you need gold medals? Because Saturn is over here to give you reward, whether good reward or bad reward. Why do you want a moderate reward? Silver. Why don't you want gold rewards? Okay. See, if your Saturn is very bad, if you are doing both good and bad karma, then you should wear it in silver. So Saturn can give you moderate result. But if you are a very good karmic person, okay, you are a karma yogi, you are a dharma person, okay, you always follow the dharma, okay, you always follow your Akash Tattva, okay, then why should you get a silver medal? You should get a gold medal. So go and wear Neelam in gold. Why in silver? So it again depends from people to people. But if you really want the blessings of Saturn, and if you have very good Saturn, I would advise that please don't use silver, use gold. Because gold is also related to Sun and Saturn both. Indirectly, Saturn is the child of Sun. He is having the equal potential. Okay. So, this was Saturn. What else? What else we can know? Check. Anything else? One more thing. Saturn can give and activate all the Raj Yogas, or Saturn can decline and cut all your Raj Yogas. Okay, the drishti of Saturn is very much powerful. If you have Kuber Yoga, if you have Mahapurush Yoga, if you have Gaj Kesri Yoga, whatever yoga you have, if you did something wrong in the eyes of Saturn, and Saturn is coming to punish you, he is going to cancel all your Raj Yogas, and you would never know in your astrological chart. Never. He would just deliver the package like this, you did this wrong. You have to suffer. This is your punishment. Okay. Similarly, is with Saturnian person. A person with a Saturnian energy, who is very bright and who is very truthful. Okay, if he watches you or he or she watches you with a bad eye, okay, all your Raj Yogas is going to get cancelled. That is why it is a very big emphasis on karma. Okay, that is why Saturn gives emphasis on karma. Saturn cannot reach everywhere, so he builds Saturnian people and left them to the world. They are going to suffer. They suffer in the hands of other people, but through them, all other people are getting punished. Okay, consider that one good person is born among 100 bad persons. That one good person has got a blessing that anybody tries to do bad with you, they are going to get punished. Okay. So all the 100 bad people will do bad with that one good person. And when that one good person is going to suffer in his life or in her life, all the 100 people are going to suffer. Okay. So that is how Saturn builds punishers. Okay. This is the concept of being a mediator or a nimit. Okay, you are a nimit in this world for doing good for other people, for doing bad for other people. If people are getting punished because of you, it is their own karma. If people are getting blessed because of you, it is their own karma. Okay. So this is how Saturn leaves people around him. So no matter there are thousands of bad people around, and one good Saturnian person, and all thousands of bad people are going to do bad things with one good Saturnian person. No matter that person is going to suffer in his life or in her life, but because of all the 1,000 people doing bad with that one good person, one Saturnian person, Saturn is going to ruin the life of all the 1,000 bad persons just to say that one good person. That is why majority of the people hate Saturn, because he brings justice, and people don't want to see a mirror on their face that look, I am this. Saturn is nothing but he is showing you mirror. You did this bloody thing, that is why I am giving you this. And people don't like when they are shown the mirror. They literally don't like. So they don't like Saturn. They say that, oh, Saturn is giving you this punishment, Saturn is being harsh. But dude, it is your own karma. You have been harsh. Why can't Saturn be harsh on Narendra Modi? He has left his family. He has left his personal life. Look at the chart of Narendra Modi sometimes. Okay. He is doing everything. Like his slogan, na khane dunga, na khaunga. He is neither doing anything wrong, nor he is allowing to do anything wrong. All he wants that everyone should work, hard work, equally. And you don't like to do hard work. You want easy money, you want luxury, you want other things in life at a very low cost. That is why there are Modi haters. But see how Saturn is giving him sustenance. He has 11th house Saturn. Saturn is giving him very good sustenance. He is killing all the obstacles. If you see clearly, anybody who is rising up against him is somewhere getting destroyed, somehow getting destroyed. Okay, and that is the power of Saturn. Why? Because he has decided to live a selfless life and bring a change. The motive is right. The compromise is right. Okay, that is why Saturn is compromise. So this is the main thing. A majority of people in the world don't want to compromise. That is why they fear Saturn. They don't want to sacrifice. They don't want to compromise. They need things. They want things. Okay. They want to live with things by putting feet on somebody else. Okay. That is why Saturn is punishing them. That is why the majority of the people don't like Saturn. You can't compromise in your life. You can't sacrifice in your life. Then why is Saturn wrong? Saturn is nowhere wrong. You are wrong. But you don't like to see the mirror on your face. That is why you say Saturn is wrong. Saturn is bad. Saturn is not at all bad. Saturn is very good. Okay. So, this is Saturn. Also, there is another story, okay, because there is one more story that how is Saturn biased? How is Saturn unbiased towards all the children also? Okay. Do you know the story of Dadichi? Okay, the one that burned away his body and gave all the bones to Lord Indra. Okay. He gave all the bones to Lord Indra. After his death, her wife couldn't survive without Dadichi. He sacrificed his life and gave all the bones to Indra. Indra made Vajra. Vajra killed Vritrasu. Okay, everything happened. But at that time, Dadichi's wife was pregnant. Okay, and she had a son, Piplat. Now what happened is, she couldn't survive without his husband, without her husband. Okay. And she had to leave the child to Dadhimati, the sister of Dadichi. And he was raised over there. Dadhimati raised Piplat. And when he grew up, he knew his own story, that how he was born, why he had to take a birth without his father and everything like that. Okay. So Bhrigu Rishi said that it was Shanidev who cursed you because you did something wrong in your past life. That is why you had to live without your parents in this life. Okay. So Piplat was very much angry that what is the fault of me when I was very, very young. You could have kept them alive till I was a bit young, or at least I was a bit mature, so that I can at least have them, live my childhood with them, at least gain all the vibes from my parents. Okay, my parents would enjoy the company. Okay. And at that time, Piplat caused Saturn that this is not fair. Okay, and if this is fair in the eyes of universe, I should die. And if this is unfair in the eyes of universe, you would fall down from the universe. And suddenly Saturn fell down, because Saturn is the god of justice, because nature made him the god of justice. So Saturn fell down. And after that, all the lords and everyone picked up Saturn, brought to Piplat and said that okay, we have to find some remedy because there is a lot of wrong things going on in this world, and we need Saturn as a punisher. Who would deliver? So he was again sent back into the universe, and he promised Piplat that I would not affect anyone under the age of 16 years. Rather, the child would suffer the karmic debts, faults and karma of their parents. So if their parents are good till the age of 16 years, the child would face good karmas. After 16 years, child will start his own karma or karmic journey. So see, note down, till the age of 16 years, Saturn is not going to punish you. Okay. Till the age of 16 years, you are living the karma of your father and mother. After you reach 16 years, at that time, Saturn starts to calculate everything. Okay, this you did in the last life, I am going to give you this at the age of 20. Okay, you slapped someone, you are going to get slapped twice. Okay, you give these good things, okay, you did all this charity, you will get all these blessings. Okay, but everything is going to happen after 16 years. Till 16 years, whatever is happening with you, maybe you are getting hospitalized, maybe you are suffering, maybe you are enjoying all the toys and everything in the life, that is the karma of your parents. After 16 years, your karma starts. Your past karma starts. Till the age of 24, you are getting all the results of past karma. Okay. After that, when Saturn comes back in your dasha, then you will get the karmas of this life. Because unlike his brother Yam gives all the karmic debt after this birth. Okay, he calculates or he does all the hisab after you die. But Saturn does all the hisab right now. Okay. Everything is right now for Saturn. Why to take baggage to the next birth? I'm going to suffer on this birth, I will give you blessings in this birth. Yamraj is somebody who is the brother of Saturn, from the first wife of Sun. He calculates everything after the birth, and from that you are getting the next birth. So another benefit to worship Saturn is you don't carry baggage of bad karma to the next birth. Saturn is going to complete all your punishments in this birth. So when Yamraj comes, you are not taking any baggage. You are going free-handed. But you also have to suffer things if you have done bad things. But if you have done good things, flow, abundance in your life. So this is Saturn, and it's been a good hour. I've talked a lot about Saturn. I've cleared a lot of misconceptions. Okay, and it's always good to praise and take blessings of Saturn. If Saturn is very good, worship Saturn daily. Okay, not just Saturday. Worship him daily. Donate water. Do service. Okay, because Saturn doesn't like charity. Okay, if you do charity, there is no service. You took money and you give something. What was your hard work? Nothing. Okay, so Saturn likes service. If you want to increase your Saturn, pasina paro, સેવા કરો બીજાની તો શનિ સારો થશે. 5 લાખ રૂપિયાનું જમણવાર કરશો ને શનિ નહીં ગમે. 10 રૂપિયાની પાણીની બોટલ ઉનાળામાં બપોરે 12 વાગે સ્પેશિયલી ધક્કો ખાઈને કોઈ ગરીબને દેવા જાશો ને શનિ બહુ ખુશ થશે. Shani wants service. Shani doesn't want charity. He said, "One is Sukha." That is why people with strong Shani doesn't value so much money in their life. Okay, it's okay. They just want money for survival and existence. Okay, what they want is something, a great purpose in life. Okay, they need something good. They expect something good from you. If in return you want respect. Okay. So this was Saturn, and a very good topic, very depthful topic it was discussed today. And there are many things about this topic and Saturn that people in this world are misconcepted of. But clearing all the misconceptions. Anyone wants to do any kinds of consultancy, astrology, everything, you could always connect to Vedic Vidada. And thank you very much. We'll come back. We have finished the Navagraha Katha over here. Only Rahu Ketu is remaining. After the Rahu Ketu and Navagraha Katha, I am going to start particular sections of planets in particular houses. Okay, what will Sun give its effect in first house, second house, third house till 12th house? Then what will Sun give its effect, or what will Moon give its effect to 1 to 12 hours? Okay, so I am going to start the series of planets in the houses afterwards. So it was great talking with you all on the Navagraha Kathas. Okay, we have cleared the 7 main grahas. Next, tomorrow we are going to come back with Rahu and Ketu. Thank you very much.